Okay, for tonight's homework, you will be working on page 233, and I want you to look in your planners to see which numbers that you have to do, because it may be a little different. So look in your planner to see what numbers you have to do, and we will go through some of these together, and then you will do the rest on your own. But please make sure to look at your planner to see what numbers you have to do. Okay, so this is talking about finding the greatest common factor, the GCF, and we did this the other day when we were working on the review sheet. First thing, factors are two numbers that are multiplied together to get a product, or to get an answer to a multiplication problem. So that's what factors are. The factors are the numbers that you multiply together. So if I have the number 5, I multiply 1 and 5 together. So I would multiply 1 times 5 equals 5. So these numbers are my factors. These are the two numbers that I would multiply together to get that answer or product. Okay? So that's what the factors are. So basically when we find the GCF, we have two different numbers that we have to find all of the factors of, and then we find the greatest common, or the biggest, that's in both, with both numbers. Okay, so let's look at number 7. We'll do number 7 first. And it's asking us to find the GCF of 20 and 35. Okay? Now, the first two factors of any number will always be 1 and the number itself, for any number. Doesn't matter what it is. So those are the two that you should know right off the bat. So those are always our first two factors. So for 20, first thing I can multiply is I can multiply 1 and 20. And again, remember how we talked about we need to put them in, start from the smallest and then go to the back. And then we're going to work our way that way. It's going to make it easier at the end. So 1 and 20 are factors of 20. Then I will go to my next. And also, if you have a matrix, you can use your matrix for these. If you just know these factors, then that's great too. But also, you can use your matrix that I sent home, and on the back, it even tells you all of the product or all of the factors for all of the numbers 1 through 100. So you can also refer to this as kind of a cheat sheet. So you have the matrix, and on the back of that, you have the actual. It tells you what the factors are. So you have 1 and 20. So next thing I'm going to do is 2. So 2 times 10 equals 20. Okay. I'll go to 3. 3, there's nothing I can multiply 3 by to get 20. 4, I can, because I can multiply 4 times 5. Okay. And then I would be at 5, and I'm already there, so I can stop. Okay, so my factors are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. Now for 35, I'm going to do the same thing. My first two factors automatically are 1 and 35. Okay, 2 is not a factor of 35. And again, guys, if you're having trouble, I don't want you spending a long time trying to figure these out in your head. Use your matrix. Okay, for that. Okay, as you'll see, 2 is not a factor of 35, 3 is not a factor, 4 is not a factor, but 5 is, because I can multiply 5 times 7. Okay, and those are my factors for 35. So now I have both my lists, and now I just compare the lists, and I try to find the biggest number that's in both lists. And when I do that, I will see that 5 would be my GCF. So my GCF is 5. Okay? So that is number 7. Let's look at number 8. Number 8, the factors are, they want us to find a GCF of 16 and 18. 16 and 18. Okay, again, so my first two factors automatically are 1 and 16. Okay, then I have 2. I can multiply 2 times 8. I can multiply 3 times 6. and then I can multiply 4 times 4. Now I don't have to put 4 on there twice because it's the same thing. So 4 times 4, 4 is a factor. So then 5 is not a factor of 16, and then I'm back at 6, and I know I'm finished. Okay? 18, I can do 1 times 18. I can do 2 times 9. 3 times 6. 4 is not a factor of 18. 5 is not a factor of 18. And then I already have 6 here, so I know I'm finished. So what is my biggest number, or the greatest number in both lists? When I compare them, 6 and 6. That's the biggest number in both lists. So 6 is my GCF. Okay? And again, guys, whatever work I'm doing on these boards, make sure you're also doing those on your paper as well. Okay? Let's look at one more together, and then let you guys do the rest on your own. We have 15 and 6 for number 9. Okay? So I know 1 and 15 are factors. 2 is not a factor of 15, but 3 is, because I can multiply 3 times 5. 4 is not a factor of 15, and then I already have 5 here, so I know I am finished. And for 6, I know 1 times 6, 2 times 3, and then 4 is not a factor of 6, and 4 is not a factor of 6, 5 is not a factor of 6, and I already have 6 here, so I am finished. So again, when I compare my two lists, what is the biggest number in both lists? And it would be 3. So my GCF, my greatest common factor, is 3. Okay? So we did 7, 8, and 9 together. Again, look at your planner to see what numbers you need to do for tonight's homework. And again, you can, when you get into some of the bigger numbers, so some of these can get into bigger numbers, you can use your matrix. And then again, on the back, kind of a cheat sheet that kind of lists the factors for you already. So you can use that as well for tonight's homework. All right?